Yo, Officer Karen Law Dog reporting live to you right over here at the Superior Court of California Traffic Division at 3131 Arrow. And folks, there's been a few changes since the Law Dog was here last. Starting off with some new prohibited items that are no longer permitted inside the courthouse. And in the comment section, I'm going to put a picture of what those items are. And then inside the courthouse, folks, which you know, you're not allowed to take pictures inside the courthouse. It's a standing order. And the reason that you're not allowed to take pictures inside the courthouse is because everybody's deemed to have privacy when conducting essential legal business. You know, it's kind of whatever. Anyway, the real reason, as Charles would say, is because they've got their video. They don't want you having yours whenever they bring the felony formation in, when they bring like 8
like
deputies.
Like the favor Youngblood and Zimmer did with Foghammer, and he got his ass cracked by the Law Dog in 4 minutes and 9 seconds. Haven't seen this.
Well, it's kind of, you know, like what happens inside the courthouse.
Oh, those
that they're worrying.
Yeah, you all seen it now. You
that
know,
they're worried about protecting.
Their new thing is call in every available deputy to do like a half moon formation in front of the judge. You all seen it. That's their new bullshit. You know what? You see that in the courtroom, do the same thing I told them. Get your ass back over there. We know this trick that you got. You do it on this. What they do is they put the weakest guy out there, and it's kind of like a hazing thing. And then well, when you can't take it no more. Oh my God, the Law Dog. She's looking at me. What do I do? What? Look, she can't look at you like that. You go over there. You go in front of her. And then he goes over there and they're setting his ass up. You know, the Law Dog will crack their asses. But, you know.
So let me tell you about the other new thing in there. Expect delays. Apparently,
maybe if they would have been doing their jobs all these years, you wouldn't have to expect.
Apparently, there's been some cuts to the budget. And there's a sign in there that lets you know that there's going to be some delays as a result.
And you all ain't getting your asses all cocky like you were before.
Now,
getting all shitty.
Now, in all fairness, I couldn't take a picture of that sign, which is what I was pointing out, because it was inside. But remember, and the Law Dog always follows the law. It says no cameras in there. Law Dog knows how to follow rules. Trust me. But the minute you all break one of those rules that you expect on the Law Dog, she's going to shatter the rest.
Boom.
So,
and there's examples all over Kern County and Bakersfield City.
Hey, Kathy. Thanks for joining us, girlfriend.
The ones that were had a cubicle next to you, and now they don't even. Now there's just an empty desk next to you. Did we have anything to do with it? Damn right we did. But I was in Mexico.
Okay, so let me get back why I was here for some essential business. As y'all know, back in January, I think it was on the 20th, the Law Dog was targeted and retaliated against, defamed by 2, I'm assuming, rookies that were probably set up. They were probably told. See that bitch in the Dodge Challenger? Yeah, just go put a scare on her ass.
Until they started giving us a stink eye. We were in the turn lane.
Yep.
I said, do you think you can block these fucking idiots in traffic? Guess what? Boom.
So
and you know damn well the Law Dog outperformed your fucking asses. That's why you were so bitter and angry.
That's right. And I want to point out,
I still don't know where your wives are.
Okay, hold on. And I just want to point out that I outperformed them and I never broke a law. And you won't
Didn't even get out of third gear.
You won't even be able to prove that. And that's exactly why you haven't filed anything yet. Now, why does
we're going to trash them.
Why does this smell like a repeat of Heckle and Jekyll, back in December of 2022? Hold on, Pumpkin Puss.
Was one of them married to Judge Cannon, that old fat ass bitch?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Heckle and Jekyll.
The likelihood is
strong,
greater than not. But at any rate,
better than her and Henderson, I can tell you that. Deputy Henderson.
yeah. So anyhow, those who know. So back in December, Heckle and Jekyll falsely accused the law dog of street racing down on Chester, and a few other frivolous allegations, and nothing ever got filed for a whole year, because mind you, there is a statute of limitations, and remember, I can't give legal advice, they'll never beat my price. So after a year and nothing was ever filed, that's when they decided to defame me a little more and use another agency, and it happened to be the agency of the DMV, to try to do their bidding by having the law dog's license reevaluated. I have that video up too, because I went live for quality training and transparency purposes. There was nothing to see here. Law dog still has her license. So back on January 20th, the law dog was falsely accused of putting a weed pipe and smoking weed at the intersection. Now, mind you, we were at that intersection for a long enough period that if he really thought he saw that in plain view, his ass could have flipped on those lights, hopped out of that car with his
you saw how fat he
partner,
was.
and could have come over and taken a whiff and looked for that pipe right then and there.
He was more upset that you whooped his ass
He didn't do
performance-wise
that.
and intellectually wise, because he was in the wrong fucking lane. I would, if I was his ass, and I really wanted to give my ass, I would have jumped out of that car and I would have gone like this.
Yeah, I would have said,
Stop your
gotcha,
fucking car and
gotcha,
put your hands on the wheel.
but he didn't do that.
No.
Instead,
Somebody called him.
he went straight, got
We're gonna get
another
the
red
records.
light, flipped a bitch, said he had to do 75 down California,
Those cars don't do 75.
which meant that I must have been doing 55. And at the end of the day, never smelled any pot, never found any pipe, never pursued that false allegation.
And I'll bet you got your desk cleared out too. Is it because of us? It was. I was in Mexico.
So anyhow, you know, you're supposed to get a courtesy notice. Well, unless they're really, really behind, there's no courtesy notice.
And there ain't going to be no Christmas party this year,
is going to be a repeat of the last
Doge.
time.
I love Doge.
This is going to be a repeat of the last time.
I had Doge when Doge was called Doggy.
Now, I don't think it was ever called doggy, honey. There's only one thing called doggy, and that's a style. Anyhow, so those two sheriff's deputies in there,
Doggy style.
on my way out, I told them to make sure to watch the live, because, you know, not every law enforcement officer, deputy is corrupt.
Oh, hell no.
And I have a good feeling that got some newbies in the house,
Hey, give them the
and
benefit
they're not down with this corruption.
Oh, hell.
He said that to me. You know how he said that to me? Because I told him to check out my videos and follow the journey, and he said, "What videos?" Like that, like he was all interested. And I said, "Oh, don't worry, my man, nothing that I took any video of in here." I said, "I know better." And then I told him about Homeboy that on his Facebook page, and I'll put that up in the comment section too, because I can always prove everything I do and say with record, picture, and video evidence. I came across this guy's Facebook post where he's taunting the Kern County Sheriff's Department by taking a picture inside 1415 Truxton Avenue with the sheriffs in the background, and it's loud and proud on his Facebook. And when I called that shit out with BPD, they said there was nothing to see here.
That's all right. We got the docs.
And I
we
was
got the
telling
videos,
him
we got
about
the
that.
pics.
I was telling that cop in there, he said, "Did that happen in here?" He said, "'Cause no." He said they would not tolerate it. He says, "No." He says, "We would not allow that, and I would do something about it." I gave that man the fist bump, told him to follow the journey.
The journey bump?
Told him about, the journey bump. I told him, if you want to do the journey bump, give me a like or a love.
Hey, if you can't give a like and a love because of the environment.
Oh
we're
yeah,
in,
that's
it's
right. You're
okay.
afraid you'll get canceled.
Follow the journey and watch out.
And
we're giving everybody in society what to watch out for. Most of it is law enforcement, and you all know why. But you know what? Some of you bitches are going bye bye. Why? Because of law dog. we already have 10 plus confirmed empty desks downtown. You bitches. You inbreds are just not really there. Kind of like the bastard children.
Is that our detail? Because Homeboy's been there the whole time.
Yeah, he's too lazy to get a fat ass out of it. Anyway, there's this is for Zimmer, Youngblood, and your bastard child, Zach Scrivener. We're gonna go by the house of the Scrivener House of Horrors today, and we'll do a live. And when we do, be sure to be in the front of the court doors, in front of the courthouse on what, March 10th?
Yep.
March 10th is when Scrivener, Youngblood, and Zimmer are going to pull off a coup even bigger than the Lords of Bakersfield. But you know what? We're going to be the fly in the ointment. You know why? Rumor has it, Scrivener, the rabbit died.
Okay, now, I don't know what that's about. I'll discuss that with Charles later.
If anybody knows what the rabbit died means,
I don't.
Put it in the comments, because you kind of have to be at a certain age to understand it.
I kind of think I know what he's talking about, but I'm not 100% sure.
But anybody, put it in their comments, and we'll come back to you and give you a thumbs up or a love or whatever your Lori and the law.
So anyway,
speaking of the law dog,
so far on that citation,
Killian, do you have anything to say?
There's apparently nothing to see here. Where's Killian?
You might have something to say.
Killian,
Did you have something to say?
Did you have something to say, handsome?
He says, "Thank you for bringing me on your ride."
Did you have something to say?
He says he likes going by that.
Real quick while I get in the car, I received a response from the internal affairs investigator that was assigned to my complaint surrounding the intentional delay with my CCW with the false and defamatory reasons for denying it, which unnecessarily delayed it. And then the incident of June 26th that resulted in an unlawful arrest and numerous other things. You know what happened when Charles ran away and I reported him as the at-risk missing disabled adult. None of their protocols were followed as far as calling out the Met team and, you know, all kinds of stuff. But anyhow, I updated that complaint, I think in January. I updated that complaint about the deputy who conveniently flashed his lights on me whenever I was driving up the 58.
And we will get the court order.
Because that kind of stuff is...
it takes time.
It's illegal to do. And it was intentional and it was unnecessary. The conditions, it was foggy that night.
Gotcha.
They got my complaint about that. And I updated the June 26th complaint because when I originally submitted that complaint, I think on July 11th, at that time I was unaware of their department policies that they clearly violated concerning that incident. So I updated that complaint, and then I included the incident with the flash and the lights in my face while I was on the 58. I received the results. And let's just say they're copying the law dog's terminology.
Yep. Verbatim.
Verbatim. You want to talk
places
about plagiarism?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This internal affairs investigator said there's nothing to see here, and essentially that my complaint was frivolous.
Good luck with that, asshole.
Yeah. So that, thanks to Cynthia Zimmer, I will give her credit for that.
We got another package coming, Zimmer.
She told me how to handle that.
We got another one
Thanks,
on its way.
Zimmer.
It should be there by the end of next week or this week.
I don't know if I'll get it.
Yeah.
Today's
Well, anyway,
already Friday,
she knows,
Longer.
She knows to expect
Today's
it.
already Friday.
She told you to send it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
Might be in. Well, we'll see. Still got. It's not even lunch yet.
yeah, but they close at noon today, honey.
Okay, well,
this is their
let's
Fat
go-
Friday.
Let's close out now and let's go finish taking care of some business because we got to go by old. The rabbit died.
Honey,
Scribner's.
I knew that's what you were talking about.
Scribner's
You
House of
stop
Horrors.
that, honey. Are we done?
We're done. Hang loose, y'all. Whoever knows what the rabbit died means,
Honey,
put it in the comments.
I feel like that's our detail.
Well, I mean, it probably is. Shit.
I mean, he's been sitting there the whole time.
Yeah, he probably is sitting there. All right, I'm done.
All right.